This is a battle in the Cup of Nations. Achilles once again commanding the Huns versus Ultramarine commanding the Ostrogoths. And Achilles is changing it up this time. Instead of just going for infantry cavalry, he's going for infantry cavalry skirmish. And I think that is a good idea. When you have 6 UR warriors, you're in pretty good shape for the infantry fight anyway. So for Achilles, we have the 5 step lancers, we have 2 +4 infantry up front. Then we have UR archers, interestingly enough. Good morale on these guys and good missile damage, very good missile damage. Only 150 range though. More UR archers, some step bows, very cheap archers with 45 missile damage. And then the UR warriors. His general is of course the step chieftain with bracing. For Ultramarine we have, and once again, you never see people using spaghetti lines in tournaments. Well, watch this. I don't know which tournaments the people who say that, I don't know which tournaments the people who say that watch, but spaghetti lines happen. They happen. And especially when you have, and then people say, well, if you go spaghetti, then you're just going to get wrecked by cavalry. And that is assuming there's only infantry on the field against cavalry. If you have your own supporting cavalry, what's stopping you from just charging the enemy cavalry? Well, nothing, really. And then he has the 3 Germanic archers, and a line, of course, a line of Germanic horse. He also has 2 Gothic Palatina defectors, so quite a lot of infantry. I think he has 10 infantry units in this battle, which is quite substantial. 10 infantry, 6 cavalry, 3 Germanic archers. A fairly balanced build here. Also a balanced build by Achilles. The problem Achilles now faces is that he needs to use his cavalry both to protect his skirmishers and to protect his infantry. So, if Ultramarine, he has the advantage here. If he just pushes Achilles, he's going to be able to tie down and kill all of the cavalry, and then the infantry is going to be easy pickings. UR archers look very cool. But they do not have shields. So, if they had shields, they would be a lot stronger. They do have armor, but no shields. And the Germanic archers don't have shields or armor, but they do have 200 range, so they have that going for them. Few missiles hit the URs here. URs not the best target for Germanic archers, but they can do some damage to them. Moving forward now, the archers of Achilles. Flaming, but flaming and no precision is not the way to kill armored targets. In this instance, it would have been better to use flaming and precision, for sure. Massive cavalry push here by both players, but it looks like Achilles is going to pull back. So is Ultramarine. And once again, Achilles having a very compact formation, while Ultramarine is deploying wide. Now Achilles has actually managed to get in range here, and in this case, where he has the Achilles has the close range skirmishing advantage, so it would be a good idea to just pull back here and let the range do its job, because standing here and taking this amount of fire, there's absolutely no point in doing that. Here we're starting to see the engagement. The infantry is not close in support for Ultramarine here, so he's in a very real danger of losing his cavalry if he doesn't respond. He's also running the risk of losing his infantry. Now, I mean his archers. And very nicely done here by Achilles in moving his steppe chieftain around the flanks. And look at the mass routing happening by the Germans, or the Germanic horse.
Their unit has rallied.
So many units just getting shot to pieces by the archers. And this is what, it's quite cool seeing Achilles making this change, because this is exactly what I thought would be more effective than just spamming infantry. Going with a fairly cheap but fairly strong skirmishing component. But he is in danger of losing his general now. These 200 range archers, they just have such an advantage over 150 range archers. Nicely done here in stopping the flanking move. But the problem is now, as the problem always is with the Huns, Huns have lost the cavalry fight. Still a lot of UR warriors left on the field though, so it's not completely over yet, but it's damn close to being over. If these cavalry units, it looks like these cavalry units might get wrecked, and if these cavalry units get wrecked, I don't see what the Goths are going to be using to kill UR warriors. And these Germanic horse just standing there for the time being, that was massive. And here are the Germanic horse just crashing into the archers here, and yeah, they're going to do a fair bit of damage here. Look at the casualties just increasing to insane levels. But this unit might not be able to make it around here, and non-upgraded Germanic horse will have severe morale problems. Yeah, they're just going to rout here, so there you have it. UR warriors fighting the Germanic nobles. The Germanic nobles are going to die so hard. This is starting to look decent for Achilles. He has a nucleus of archers here in the center that are able to take care of any cavalry sent against them for the time being.
They're not done yet.
Yeah, I don't see what the Goths are going to do about this. Lost too much. Yep, lost the cavalry, lost the fight. So for some reason this battle is going to go on for a minute after this, probably because units are going to come back from routing. So yeah, but it's not going to be enough to. It's not going to be enough to win it for the Huns. I mean for the Goths. So Pyrrhic victory, finally. Congratulations, Achilles. Once again, the UR warriors are just beasts, but getting the additional help by the steppos, that's what won Achilles this battle. So if he had just spammed infantry again, I think he would have lost this battle as well. But being able to deal with the low morale Germanic horsemen with massive volleys of flaming shot and with their bonus against cavalry was a smart move by him. And I think the cavalry engagement was premature here for Ultramarine. He could have stayed at range. He didn't want to kite back with his Germanic archers, and I think that's mainly what cost him the game here, because he's not going to be defeating UR warriors with the Gothic warbands. He would have needed to take care of the steppe lancers, take care of the skirmishers, and have cavalry remaining to deal with the UR warriors. Strength and honor.